In this video, I'm going to be doing a battery servicing on my 2012 Nissan Pathfinder, and this will include cleaning the battery and terminals, installing anti-corrosion pads, and cleaning the fusible link. A Nissan offered to do this job for me for about 250 Canadian dollars to include replacing the fusible link. In total, I did the job for about $20 and took about an hour and a half of my time. The things I'm going to be using in this video are a 10mm wrench, a 12mm wrench and socket, some battery terminal cleaner, the anti-corrosion pads, and a wire brush and toothbrush. The first thing that I'm doing is removing the battery hold down bolts, and that just uses a 10mm wrench. Normally you don't have to take the nut all the way off. For whatever reason, I just couldn't get that bolt out the way the battery was sitting, so I just removed the whole thing. I'm now going to take the 10mm wrench and remove the negative terminal from the battery. Once the negative terminal is off, I'm going to remove the positive battery terminal from the battery. And the positive battery terminal did take a little bit longer to get off, likely due to all the corrosion. If you're so inclined, you could do all this cleaning and servicing right outside, but because it's about -10 Celsius, first of all, it's pretty cold to be working outside with metal, and second of all, the cleaners I'm using actually freeze pretty quickly in these temperatures, so I'm just taking the battery and everything else inside to warm up. Alright, now that the battery's out of the way, I'm just going to use the wrench to remove the bolts and wiring connectors on the fusible link. So the first bolt you can see me removing is again a 10mm bolt. Just remove the electrical connector, and I'm going to put the bolt back on so that I don't lose it. The second one that you can see me removing is a 12mm bolt. And again, I'm just going to remove the electrical connector and then put the bolt back on so that I don't misplace it. Now the third bolt is also a 12mm bolt, and it connects the battery terminal to the fusible link. I could not get that off as it was, so I had to put the battery back in, tighten down the battery terminal again, and then remove it. And there you see me pulling the battery out again. Now the fusible link is connected to the vehicle via two fairly significant electrical connectors. These electrical connectors were fairly stiff. I just used a pair of needle nose pliers. They had a little clip that you depress on each side. It sort of locks them in place, and once that's depressed, you can slide them out. So still pretty stiff to remove, but definitely doable. Here's a close-up of the electrical connectors and the fusible link. So now the battery's warm, I'm just going to spray it down with this foamy battery protector and cleaner, which I got for about $4 Canadian, so pretty cheap. You could also use just some water mixed with baking soda and paper towel and toothbrush. That is the normal way I do it, but I figured I'd go for a purchased item this time. And I'm just using it to hose the whole battery down. And now I'm just going to wipe it down with the paper towel and get all the dirt and debris off the battery. Now obviously, because this is a foamy item, it does take quite a bit of wiping with the paper towel to clean it all up. Now this is a store-bought battery terminal cleaner. They're pretty cheap. You can probably pick one up for about $5, and it just takes the sort of top layer of metal off the battery post and freshens it up. So hit the positive post, then the negative. Now once that's done, I'm just going to hit it with this battery protector again, and then give it a second wipe down to make sure that they're extremely clean. And this will also help get all the metal shavings from the wire brush that I used off the battery. And there's a close-up of the negative terminal, and there's a close-up of the positive terminal. You can see it's got a bit of a sort of clamp marks. Now with the positive battery terminal off the fusible link, I'm just going to give it a spray down with this battery protector cleaner as well. Now I'm going to use the old toothbrush just to get in all the crevices and clean it up. And I'm going to take a fairly similar approach to the fusible link. Get it with the toothbrush to clean off all the large debris, and then I'm going to use the battery terminal protector and cleaner, and then I'm going to hit it with the toothbrush again and just make sure all the connections are nice and clean and they don't have any corrosion on them. And once I've got it good with the toothbrush, I'll just use the paper towel and give it a good wipe down. And now I suppose you can do as Nissan was going to do and just replace this entire fusible link. I don't see any damage. It was just a little bit dirty and corroded, so I don't really see a reason to throw this one out and replace it with a new one. And these are the anti-corrosion pads, which essentially reduce the amount of corrosion, as the name would imply, through the red one on the positive terminal, the green one on the negative terminal. And I'm just going to throw the positive electrical connector back on before putting the battery back in the vehicle. Now everything's connected to the Pathfinder. Obviously I couldn't bring it inside, so I'm just going to use some paper towel so I don't spray the cleaner everywhere. I'm just going to hit these electrical connectors, and then I'm going to use the toothbrush to clean them up. Now the night that I was doing this, it was approximately negative 15 Celsius. So what I found was this battery terminal cleaner and protector actually froze. So you're going to see it sort of coming off in chunks when I hit it with the toothbrush. So not the greatest thing to use in cold weather, but I was satisfied that it cleaned all the terminals and electrical connectors well enough for my purposes. But definitely you would want to do this above freezing if possible. And again, as you can see, it's kind of coming off the electrical connectors in hard chunks. But that's fine. It did a good job of cleaning everything up. I'm going to put the battery tray back in. Now there's little indentations in the battery tray, and they align with holes in the battery tray on the vehicle. So prior to putting in the fusible link, I'm just going to hook up the positive terminal to the battery. So now it's time to put the fusible link back on. To get the fusible link back in place, there are the two plastic electrical connectors which must be reinstalled, and then there are the three bolt down metal electrical connectors that need to be also put back in place. And then finally, you want to make sure that the positive battery terminal is fully tightened. So here's a top-down view. The one I'm tightening now is a 10mm nut, and as mentioned, the other two nuts on the top of the fusible link are 12mm. And they are pretty stiff to get back on and off, for that matter, but once they're in place, they're easy to tighten. And as for the negative battery terminal, nothing very special about it. Just get it in place and ensure that it's snugly tightened. If it's moving around, then it probably isn't tight enough. So now the positive and negative battery terminals are in place and tightened down. The last thing to do is tighten up those battery hold downs. Again, using a 10mm wrench, or in my case, a ratchet. I got tired of using the box end wrench as it was getting a little bit cold out. And as I said at the beginning of the video, Nissan wanted about $250 to do the battery servicing on this, which is pretty exorbitant, considering I had to buy everything I was using except for the wrenches and sockets. I think it only cost me somewhere between $20 and $25 Canadian. And the last thing I want to do is put that plastic cover back on. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.